Are we live?
Are we live?
I think so. Are you alive?
I feel alive. I've put on makeup for the first time in since March.
Really? Since March?
Um, well, I mean, I've put on like mascara and stuff, but
Yeah.
really
Oh
no.
shit. You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm playing it on my phone with the volume. Awesome. Well, we already have 62 people in here, so we don't have to just like beat around the bush and wait for people to get in here. So that's a plus to scheduling a stream, which I've never done before. That's exciting. Hey everybody. Good Saturday evening. I'm here with the lovely Taylor Kirk, my one and only sister. For real, I don't have any siblings, so you're the closest thing I got.
The ASMR stream.
Yeah.
Hashtag Team Chelsea. Is there a team?
Oh no. We're not doing teams.
We're on the same team.
Yeah, that's why it's called Chelsea and Taylor Stream. Equality.
Are you two's lesbians? Are you two lesbians?
Yeah.
I'm half a lesbian, I guess.
Are you? Like
Yeah.
officially? Cool.
Yeah, I'm bisexual, yeah.
Cool. Me
For
too. But we are family, so sorry. Although there was that one time.
Oh, shit. Don't tell them about that, please.
I won't. It's on the down low.
All girl DFF win. Never, because they're just super against it for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was never going to happen, even back before DFF. Like, people would always say shit like that, like, you should take over. It's like, they're not letting that happen. They're too scared.
Yeah, but those same people, if we did it once, it'd be it'd be something new and different, so it'd be interesting. But if we did it a second time, then it's like, oh my god,
I know.
Jesus Christ, you let them on once, like, don't fucking do it again.
Hey, we got our first stream lab for the evening. Thank you.
Being bipolar doesn't make you half gay.
Okay. So we're already getting those people. Shit. How do I read the super Streamlabs? I actually can't qualify for super chats yet. I think it's a $2,000 subscriber thing.
What are your subs at right now?
I'm at like 1.3.
Oh shit! Y'all start sharing, man. What do you girls think about Vosh? Chelsea, this is your stream. You can go first if you want.
I don't really care. I don't watch him. I hear him all the time because TJ watches him all the time. Maybe a little less so lately, but back when he was on Vosh's show, he watched him a lot. So yeah, I guess I have heard some of his takes. I think he's a little extreme, but in general, I would say I agree with his
Taylor
shit.
barely has volume. Hold on.
Oh. I already did something. Oh, we fixed it. TJ's here in the corner trying to fix shit. I don't know. A lot of people said they wanted a TJ and Vosh porn, which I'm totally fine with. So yeah. How do you feel?
What do I feel about Vosh? Well, I started watching him a little bit before TJ started talking about him, because I was looking for people kind of like Kyle Kalinske. I was a big fan of him, and I was a fan of TJ's too, which is kind of how I found DP in the first place. But now that TJ is my brother, basically, like, I know how he feels, so I don't feel like I have to watch every video. And Kyle, I kind of just got tired of hearing the same thing, kind of the same thing. Like I knew what he was gonna say, and so if something big happened, I would watch Kyle. But I found Vosh, and I loved his energy. I found myself wanting to watch every one of his videos, especially about incels, which I've been really interested in lately. I really want to get into the psyche of like incels, you know. I just find them super fascinating. And so I watched all of his incel stuff. I watched all of his like red pill and some of the political takes, but here lately I haven't wanted to watch him. And I think it's because I feel I feel like his opinion on Bernie or Busters is I don't know. I don't know if I was kind of like what you said, honestly.
Extreme.
A little extreme, and I don't think he can even see the hypocrisy in the fact that he goes so hard on Bernie or Busters, but yet he's blue or bust. You know, I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that, but you're right.
Not see. I don't. I don't know if he understands that. Like you're making basically, and he especially he put out this meme about all the different leftists basically, and he basically just shit on Bernie Bros. And I mean, I know it's supposed to be a joke, but it's not a joke when it's not just the memes. It's you're constantly saying it, and it seems like you're not listening to us. It just seems like you don't. I understand that Bernie doesn't have a chance, but you're not going to get us by telling us that this election is the most important thing in the world. And, you know, if you don't vote blue, then you're just electing Trump, which he basically says, and in fact, outright says it. Well, that's not going to get me to vote. I'm sorry.
Do you feel like he's wrong though? Like a vote for anybody
Well, I'll tell you my real
Biden
opinion.
is
I'll tell you what I'm really going to do.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even want to say it.
You don't have to. I mean, you could say what you think. Yeah.
I'm probably going to vote for Biden, and the simple reason is not even what he's saying. Not the whole like we're going to reduce harm, which I really don't think it will. My real reason is because I want to see the fucking Trumpers cry, man.
I know, me too, so bad.
Cry so bad.
There's some people that we both mutually would love to see that happen to.
Yeah. But I just don't. I don't think that Vosh understands that he's alienating a lot of people. And I don't think that a lot of these vote blue, no matter who, realize that. And if Biden loses, which is a real possibility, if Biden loses, they're going to blame it on us again.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't see how they're not self-aware. Like, how do you not understand that we want Medicare for all? We want college for all. We want the Green New Deal. We want all of this. And Joe Biden's not going to give it to us. And you sitting here telling me that you are going to basically bust Biden's balls to get these policies in place
it's not going to happen.
Is beyond asinine and retarded.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whatever.
You can say
really
whatever you want.
It really is.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So that's how I feel about Vosh. You know, I watch a video of his if it's something that I'm kind of interested in, but
sure.
I generally tune out because I think he is in way over his head. And I also think that he's going to be one of those people that is like kind of like the shooting star, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally see him on that trajectory.
They come in real bright and then they're gone. And I see that being Vosh. I don't think he has staying power. I think he's too polarizing.
Yeah.
Really.
He honestly, I don't want to call him like an authoritarian fascist or something because he's not. But I do feel like that vibe from him sometimes when he goes off on people calling them Nazis and shit, even though they're not. And I don't know. Like you said, it's kind of for the memes and whatever. I don't really get it. But yeah, he's just too hostile to some people. I mean, a lot of the people that he has on his show, though, like have really stupid opinions. So I understand getting pissed, but he does seem like super extreme.
Whoa, what's with the Vosh hate? What radical ideas does he have?
I didn't
Have you
say his
watched Wasp?
ideas are radical. I'm saying that he treats people he disagrees with like he calls everyone a fucking Nazi. Like, I don't know. It seems too much.
Awkward Renegade says polarizing is why he's going to stay relevant. That's not how you stay relevant.
Mm,
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, you're basically just saying that no, all press is good press. But I've seen a lot of people like this on YouTube, and Chelsea, you've seen it. Scotty and TJ have seen it. They really blow up, but then they're gone. So
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
saying he's
don't.
too extreme or his ideas are too extreme. I'm saying
Yeah,
that he's an asshole when he doesn't have to be.
there you go.
So
Yeah, I
uh,
don't. I don't disagree with his positions on things. I think that he's just not. He's one of those people, and there's a
oh wait,
ton of.
right there. Look at this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
It's okay.
he hit the nail on the head. Michael said he just comes off as holier than thou and gatekeepy.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
Mhm.
You sit here and tell me who can and cannot be a leftist. Like, who are you to tell me what a leftist is? Okay.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to tell me that Kyle Kalinske isn't a leftist, or that if you're really disappointed that you didn't get Bernie, that you just need to suck it up and be a Biden, a Biden bro or something? Like, come
No,
on.
fuck Biden.
Don't
I
tell me
mean,
what I'm gonna be.
yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I will probably end up fucking voting for Biden too. I've never done this lesser to evil shit, but Trump has to fucking go. I I I can't deal with 4 more years of it. So what choice do I have? And that's all they're running on. That's literally all Biden has.
I
Like
know.
they're not promising anything.
Um, I will say though, the one thing that sticks out to me is something that I like about Biden. Um, and I don't know if he's being honest about it or if I mean I'm sure it's a political move quite clearly, but I do like that he works with the I can't remember the acronym, but it's the American like Association of Stutters or something like that. AL. No, it's like something like that. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
For
Somebody will tell me in
people
the
who
comments.
stutter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, because he stuttered. Emily
Yeah.
Blunt is also a part of it because she stuttered. Um, so, and I have a lot of people in my family that have dealt with stuttering, and I've dealt with stuttering. So I do think that's nice that
Supports
yeah.
that movement. Yeah, I mean, sure, but at the same time, that's not enough to be qualified to be a
No,
president.
I'm just saying it's like it's one good quality.
Sure. I mean, he might have a couple good things. I just know that, I mean, actually, I don't know for sure because if 2020 has taught me anything, is that you can't be sure about shit. But I don't see Biden making the Supreme Court more right wing,
Right.
which I think Trump will. It's so close already. And, I think like a lot of people feel a lot like more brazen nowadays since Trump pretty much says whatever he wants, like all of the public does. And I'm not against freedom of speech, but like people are just assholes now. Like everywhere you go, people are fucking rude. And I know shit's really stressful right now, so maybe that's it. But man, even when the few times I do go out, like everywhere I go, people are total assholes in public. Now, if I'm at like the lake or something, everybody's nice. But if you're at a store or anywhere, it's just everybody is just like dog eat dog, and I can't. It sucks. I don't know if that has to do with Trump or not, but
the lakefront has got the celebrities that have their summer homes, and
yeah.
it's got all the rich liberals in the area. So I don't know if you want to tell it, but Scotty told me an interesting story about what happened at someone's house that you went to. Somebody leaning on your car.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you want to, but
no, it's fine. I told it on a ideology earlier this week. So
okay.
Yeah, so I sometimes, now that COVID's happening, I go to people's houses and pick up their dogs to groom instead of grooming at like a public place.
Hey.
I know you definitely need it. It's been a while for your pups.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went to pick up this dog, and I was putting him in my car, and this guy who I was presuming was a neighbor came up to my car. He was saying hey, and I said hey too, like trying to be nice. I was a little weirded out. He was getting close to me because of COVID and everything. I didn't know who he was. And it was a pretty old dude, so I wasn't like super threatened or anything. But anyway, he looks, I have a magnet on my car. It says Medicare for All. And then Bernie's name is in like 12 font, like under it. Yeah, me and Taylor have the same magnet. So the main message of it is Medicare for All, because I chose that one because I live in Louisiana and I didn't want a big giant Bernie thing. I don't know. That's just how I felt. So anyway, he's like, Bernie, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, he's great. And he immediately started like screaming at me and was just like, he's going to turn the United States into a communist nation. You're a fucking communist. You don't even, he says, you aren't even from here. You're not even American, you communist.
Christ, what? I'm not from here?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not from here technically, but yeah, he was saying I wasn't an American because I want all Americans to have health care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I love these Stockholm syndrome fucking Americans. You know what I mean?
It blows my mind how angry he got so fast because, like I said, I wasn't even threatened at all when he first walked up to me. There wasn't like a big like macho attitude or anything. And as soon as I was like, yeah, Bernie's great, that's all I said. And he started yelling at me. And once he started yelling, I went into like fight or flight and I was flying. So I jumped in the driver's seat and he's still going off on me. And I just said, it would be a lot better than what we got now. And I shut my door and I sped off. And he fucking got in his truck and followed me for like 3 miles. And eventually I like turned off into like a busier road so that he was kind of stuck a few cars behind me and I lost him. Mm-hmm. But he fucking followed me like super close. It didn't even look like he was about to get in his car when he first approached me. Mm-hmm. And at first I was like kind of weirded out, like that's him right behind me. Fucking red pickup truck with the old dude. Like I know that's him. And then he was like right up my ass for like 3 miles. And I was just like eventually I was like freaking out. I'm like, what is this dude planning? Like just because I have a small magnet on my fucking car. I have goosebumps just thinking about it. Like it is crazy. And that was this week.
Jesus.
I know. It's nuts.
And it's funny because it's not, not only has that happened to you, but I told you about what happened with us.
Yeah.
We flew a Bernie flag in our yard for, God, how long? 10 months, something like that. Yeah. Maybe a little longer. A giant Bernie flag.
Yeah.
And so we were, I don't think we've talked about or they've talked about on the show or whatever, but Scotty and I are outside gardening, we're gardening
doing
like it's
normal shit.
We're not doing shit. We're not bothering anybody. Our kids are outside. We're all fucking gardening, just chilling, playing with the water hose with each other. And some skinhead drives his truck past the house. And at this point, I had actually gone to the backyard to get whatever, dirt or something. And I hear screaming from the front yard. And when I get out there, I was like, Scotty, what the hell was that? And he said, some dude just drove past our house and he said, Bernie is a fucking faggot. I'll come to your fucking house. I don't care. I know where you live now, faggots. I'm like, he said it in front of the kids? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Um,
I didn't know the kids were outside.
yeah, they were. And
that makes it a lot worse in my opinion.
Oh, it's way worse. It's way worse. And he knew they were there because they were in the front, like they were out playing.
That's terrifying for a kid.
Somebody said you guys have kids. Yeah.
She does.
Yeah, I do.
Well, her and Scotty, yeah.
Sorry, you cut off. What'd you say? Or I cut off?
Oh, I was just saying you and Scotty have kids, but like none of the rest of us do.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so we were just like, man, that was fucking crazy, you know, thinking it's just kind of a one-off thing. Then he drives back, and this time I'm out front, and he drives super slow past the house. And at this point, because, you know, Scotty's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
So he's like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. And he's like, fucking Trump 2020. You know?
MAGA.
MAGA. And I'm like, so at this point, I call my mom, who is a police officer. Scotty has kids. Look, chill the fuck out. They're my kids. Okay? But they're our kids. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? All right. Do you understand? Do you get it? It's not that big a deal. People have kids.
Damn. I thought this was more of like a known thing.
Yeah, it's a known thing.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
Chill out. It's not a big deal. Kids exist. Okay? Mind blown. Wow. Chill out.
Scotty's a good dad.
He's a good dad. He's great.
He really is.
He really is. I want Scotty to be my dad. No, you don't.
He's strict, but he's good.
He's a good dad, and he likes to have fun.
Yeah.
Respect my kids. Yeah, respect the kids. Can we stop? Okay?
Yeah.
I'm Taylor, not mom here. Okay? Thank you. All right. So then this dude, so me and Scotty are like, okay, I call my mom, who is a police officer, and I'm like, Mom, oh my God, this guy, he fucking came past the house and he's like threatening us, and we've got the Bernie flag out, but I am not taking that down because he is not going to fucking intimidate me, you know? And yeah. She's like, all right, Taylor, look, let me tell you. What you need to do is you need to record him, okay? Because the best thing you can do is to have him on video doing it. And what they can do is they can basically have him for harassment at a public residence. I'm like, okay. So I put the video recorder on. It's all good. But this time he does drive past again, but he doesn't say anything. And I think it was because at this point, Scotty had gone inside, probably to call TJ and to be like, oh my God, fuck, you know?
Yeah, so, they talk like 5 times a day.
Yeah. So I'm sure, I mean, yeah, anytime something like a big event, and that's kind of a big event, like getting harassed at your home. So I think he went inside to call TJ, and the guy drove past again and drove slow, but I think he was looking for Scotty is what it was. Because, okay, look, it's one thing to scream at a family in their yard, but if it's just a mom or kids, you're going to look like a dick anywhere in the fucking world, okay? Yeah. So, you know, I think once he didn't see him, he just backed off. And then recently, fucking new event, I go outside and I check on my plants that are on the porch, and somebody shot one of my plants.
They shot it?
Yes. With a BB gun or an airsoft gun or whatever. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like a AR-15 or whatever. Yeah. It wasn't a Remington 870, wasn't a shotgun, it wasn't whatever, but it looks like it was airsoft pellets. What it looks like to me.
When did that happen?
That happened 2 days ago. So I'm waiting on one of my neighbors to give me a video. And then me and Scotty ordered, you know, security cameras and stuff, because this shit has got to stop. I don't even have the Bernie flag down. I took it down. I still have Bernie stuff all over the cars. Yeah. So whatever, but
Jesus. Yeah, TJ was actually like terrified when we had a Bernie like yard sign out right by the road. Nothing happened with that. Like, I don't know. I guess it was on the other side of our fence, and we're never out front. Like,
no.
If we are outside, we're in our big ass backyard. So
I gotta be honest. I drive past y'all's house all the time because it's like a quick way to get to my house instead of
Yeah,
going
it
the
is.
roads. And just as habit, I always look because you're going past somebody's house that you
Yeah,
like,
no, I do that if I ever pass your house for some reason.
and y'all are never outside.
Yeah. I mean, I if I'm outside, I'm in the back cuz it's way more private.
Was probably kids who shot the plants. I actually know almost 100% that it was kids. Um, and I'll tell you why. Because we have the shittiest kids ever in this neighborhood. Um,
Yeah. We
I was
used to live over in that kind of neighborhood and the kids where I was sucked too, and it's not even the same group of kids.
these kids. I was backing out of my driveway, and they decided. Sorry. They decided that they were going to flip me off and call me a bitch, like for no reason at all. I didn't do anything but get in my car.
How old do you think they are?
They well, I know for sure, because I put it on next door.
Oh,
They're all of them are about 12. They're all 12 to 14.
that's when
So
I was at my worst. So,
I got on next door and I pulled a Karen and I'm like, look, I don't want to start bullshit, but like your kids, whose ever kids these are, riding around on bikes and just calling people bitches and flipping them off. Um, you know,
yeah,
I,
no one wants that in their neighborhood.
I've got thick skin and I'm not super mad about it, but we don't need to have our neighborhood being like this. And so this woman messaged me and she said, I'm pretty sure that it was my boys that did it. I'm a
Oh,
paralegal, and I will just have you know that they will be at your house, front, center, and ready in the morning. And I'm like, okay. So at fucking 9:30, they knock on my door, like 7 boys, and I
oh.
answer the door, and one of them goes, is your mom home? I'm like, I've literally got like, a kid right
Yeah.
next to me. Like I think I was, holding one of them, and I'm like, I'm the mom. Oh, uh, we're sorry, about calling you a bitch. Oh, and by the way, the kid who said he called me a bitch was not the one who did it. So the
Oh,
real kid, who the mom that messaged me, you pulled a Karen for the children. No, I pulled a Karen for myself. Fuck them little bitches. Fuck them.
yeah, that's stupid.
Um, but then they were like, they were saying that they were gonna mow my yard and shit. I'm like, I don't want you to mow my yard. I want you to understand, like, the shit that you're doing, it's going to affect you. So if you keep acting like, shitheads, something's gonna happen, I told them a story about how I broke out a window in a house when I was 15. I went to an abandoned house, and the people I was hanging out with, convinced me that we should break the window, and we did. Well, it turns out the house wasn't empty and actually belonged to a really old woman who was in a nursing home. I felt like shit. Okay,
Yeah.
right? And so that's
Damn.
why I told him, yeah, for sure those kids shot your plants. I know they did. I know they did. Hell hath no fury like Taylor scorned. You have no fucking idea.
Yeah,
Like
you
at
don't
all.
want to fuck with Taylor. That's for show.
What is the you said that the neighborhood you lived in prior, which of course I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
what were the kids doing that was so bad?
Okay, it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. They were just extremely annoying and like always outside screaming. No, none of them called me a bitch. But there was this one, it was like a group of probably like 8-ish-year-olds. But there was one that you could tell was like a little sibling that was like 2 or 3 and should not have been hanging out with that group of kids because he would run out in front of cars constantly. Like
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
I had to slam on my brakes so many times and I would like stick my head out the window and be like, kid, you can't do that. Like, because I don't know how to talk to kids. I'm just like, don't do that. You're going to die. And he would just do it again and again. And I saw him do it in front of other cars. Luckily, the speed limit was like 15 through there. But still, in like a big ass truck, you wouldn't have been able to see that kid.
Jesus Christ. Oh, stop, please. Oh, it's scaring me.
So there's
God,
this,
that too,
there's
they can
this
really
kid.
understand.
Oh, yeah. there's this, I'm calling him a kid. There's a guy in the chat. Okay, TJ took care of it. He keeps getting timed out, and I'm like, just fucking ban him if he's being timed out like 7 times. Like, it's time for him to go.
Uh, mind me asking what your mom thinks of BLM and ACAB.
Have you talked to her about it?
Yeah, we did. I mean, you know how vocal I am about my opinions, and
Yeah.
I just had to stop talking about it. So,
Yeah.
Look, I was in the military for 6 years, right? And it's very similar. When you're in such a tight-knit group, it's not that these people look at these bad things, okay? And they know they're bad, and they just agree with them for just no reason. Like, police officers are a tight family. They're supposed to have each other's backs, you know? People in the military, we're a family. These people are the outsiders. From day one, they're telling you, we are your family. We are the only ones that get it, which is true in a way.
Yeah,
But they
absolutely.
continually pump that through your mind. And so when you talk about BLM and ACAB and stuff, which of course I'm for BLM. You are, Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes I'm on the ACAB's, team.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not. Just kind of depends on what police officers you're talking about. So, what my mom thinks about it is, especially with the George Floyd thing, is she doesn't agree with it. She thinks that he was wrongfully killed, but she also doesn't think that it should lead to riots, which is what she says.
Does she think that police who are blatantly murdering people like that should be in prison?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you this. My mom, and I it's not just because she's my mom, okay? My mom works in domestic violence, so she isn't stopping people, she's a detective. So she's having to help women that are continually being abused. She has to deal with these women for years, and then maybe eventually they get murdered, by either the same guy who keeps getting in and out of prison, or maybe by a new guy, and this woman's just attracted to these guys that keep hurting them.
Yeah.
She has to see kids that are left alone in a house for months at a time by themselves, only getting food brought to them like once a week. That's a real story. That was horrible. She has to see a lot of awful stuff, and she has to help a lot of people. And so that's why I say, when I'm for ACAB sometimes, and sometimes I'm not. And it's because of, the stuff my mom has to deal with. She's not pulling people over. She's not killing people.
Yeah.
And I think what she does is necessary,
Oh, I totally agree.
So she's never been a traffic police officer. She's never
when
been.
When she first introduced herself to me and TJ, she was just like, I'm a good cop. And we were just like, sure. But,
she really is.
But we didn't know she was actually like a detective and stuff. Like, we just thought she was like, I don't kill anybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. Your mom's fine. But I just am automatically nervous around policemen. And I'm pretty sure that, like, I don't know, like, your mom was in my house. I wasn't like afraid she was going to murder me or something, but it was just like,
it still makes you, let me tell you this. Look, okay, because she's my mom, my mom doesn't like weed and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and we were smoking it while she was in the house. So.
Yeah. I mean, we were like, hey, don't go over there. And she's like, I don't see nothing. What's she going to do? Arrest me?
That's what she could.
Chelsea, is I've been around police officers. I've been, heavily involved with law enforcement myself. I was going to school to be a forensic scientist, or at least getting a criminal justice degree with a focus in forensic science. So And then of course I was in the military. I guess still technically am. So these people have never scared me. Um, and of course with my mom being a cop, um, every cop I've dealt with, I've just been an asshole too. I'm like, if you're gonna give me a ticket, you might as well fucking do it. But just know, fuck you, you know? So
Yeah, I would be way too afraid to
a
say
woman. They're gonna get your ass. You know that, right?
that. Yeah.
But whatever. That's my privilege. But I'm still working on her. I'm still trying to get her to see. I'm not gonna stop, you know?
Yeah. I used to feel like that with most people that, were in my family. Like, I can talk to them about anything. It's whatever. We're family, but that's not really the case. I'm realizing, especially like with elections being like coming so close, like there are people you literally cannot talk to about politics. And I've never been one to like hold back my shit. So I'm having a real hard time with that. But I also, I don't want to piss people off, but I always thought that it was okay to talk about politics with your family because they're going to love you no matter what. So, like, it's like, sure, we disagree, but it's not a big deal. And it's fun to have a conversation about it. But, like,
ooh, thank you.
Oh, hey, it's Marshall Manson. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
I love Marshall.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
Talented, up and coming singers I've ever heard. Like, just it blows my mind how he can just make these beautiful, like, epic songs. All of his stuff, not just the DFF songs. Like,
yeah, he's got a great voice. I got his CD in my car.
I have a Billy the Fridge CD.
I do too.
In my car.
I do too.
I love Billy.
Yeah.
What a sweet guy.
Billy is a great guy. I wish I was around longer to spend more time with him because I feel like I could have had some really good conversations with him for sure.
Yeah. I sat with him in the back at the meetup, and me and him just talked for I think 45 minutes. And it was one of those moments where you just like meet your kindred spirit,
Yeah.
And I fucking loved him. As soon as I met him, I loved him. That was kind of the same thing with Positive Smash. She came in.
She is so awesome.
I love her.
I miss her.
She came to the house in Bellevue, and I think it was just me and Scotty. And we all literally sat on the countertops of the empty house, of the empty kitchen in the house.
Yeah.
And just fucking sat there for like 3 hours talking and smoking. And she's just a really she's got an energy about her that's just beautiful and like loving and funny. Yeah. She's great.
No, she's amazing.
Somebody had said something earlier. They said, what would my mom think if she knew I did psychedelics or something? I did LSD for the first time with Scotty and TJ and Stevie, and Chelsea was there periodically. Of course, she had to leave from the bullshit because we were just acting stupid.
Well, those trips take a really long time, and I did not want to be tripping at that time. So I hung out for a while, but I was like, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm going to go home and make a sandwich. Like, I'll be back later.
Exactly. She's like, fuck, I'm hungry. Dude, we watched the stupidest movies too.
That's true. That was another reason why I fucking left. You guys were watching the shittiest movies ever.
They were so great though. I was like, what was that movie that TJ showed us? I loved it.
Like the medieval one.
Yeah. No, was it? Maybe.
It was awful. Like the main actor was like drunk the whole time.
No, that one wasn't it. It was the other one.
Okay.
It was the other one. The one with the like attractive young dude, but it was like a 80s shit B movie. I don't know. It was great. Whatever. But what would my mom do? I called her the next day. Like I'm very open with her. I'm very open with everyone. So, what is she gonna do? She can be upset with me, but I called my dad too. I'm like, Dad, I did LSD, and let me tell you, wasn't that big a deal, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, my head kind of hurts, but it was, unlike weed, I didn't get paranoid. I just felt great. Like, it was really fun. I didn't throw up.
You got more paranoid before You took it.
I did. I was like,
you were
oh my
like,
God.
no, never mind. I don't want to do it. And then I had to like kind of talk you into it. I'm like, you don't have to do this, but it's not a big deal.
Deathstalker 2. It was so good. And then he said we were going to watch a movie with a bunch of rape, but then he wouldn't watch it because he was acting like a 4-year-old. I'm like, let's watch the rape movie. I want to see it. But he wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Sounds like TJ.
But yeah, Deathstalker 2 is great. Me and Scotty and Stevie watched the Frogtown movie.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh, I like
that is an amazing movie.
That is an amazing movie. It's fucking amazing. It's astounding. It's exceptional. It's fantastic. It's one of the best movies ever made, honestly.
It's fucking awesome. I wish, what is that guy's name? Something Piper.
Roddy Piper?
Roddy Piper, is that his name?
I don't know.
He is an amazing actor. I love like everything he's in, but he wasn't in that much stuff. I love They Live.
Movie?
What?
He said Deathstalker 2 is the rape movie.
Oh.
Maybe it was. I don't fucking remember that.
She's like, I don't remember the rapes, dude.
Ooh.
Oh, did someone? I honestly, the way the not super chats, the Streamlabs are coming up, I can't really read them. So I'm hoping that TJ can come show me how to read them like all at once. You know what I mean?
Just read them at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because
let them come in.
Yeah.
Let's see. Damn, sounds like a hell of a time. It was an awesome fucking night. It really was. It was too short. Because TJ ended up leaving with Chelsea, and
he had those crazy acid shits, and he was like, "Please come get me."
Oh, I see. He got
Did
sick.
you hear that story?
Yeah, he talked about it on
yeah,
school, and I think I ended up watching it. But after
he talked
you guys
about shitting all over your bathroom, so I thought that might upset you.
No, it doesn't bother me. I have lots of, not only animals but people shit in my bathroom. So
yeah, that's true.
What was I gonna say? Oh, after you guys left, I ended up like putting drag queen makeup on Stevie, and he actually looked beautiful.
I know he would. I love drag queens with facial hair. It's like my thing. So
I put on David Bowie Changes, and I just let the rest of the album play. And it was really fun, honestly.
Aww.
But I did it really bad because of the acid. Like I didn't really know like what I was doing,
Yeah.
So it was not my best, but I tried really hard. Yeah. It took me so long to do one eye. I'm just like, God, Stevie, you're gonna look great.
Stevie's the best.
Stevie's so sweet.
Stevie is a good looking dude. You guys are right.
Stevie is a good looking dude.
Yeah. They all have good genes.
Mm-hmm. Such a refined, careful chat compared to most of DFF premieres.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is only 160 some, so.
So did you guys get the memo of moving to Uruguay yet?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about that, Taylor?
What?
Oh, my God. So, I don't know. It was like 5 days ago. I don't know. Me and TJ went on a ideology with Paul, and Paul was trying to convince us that we needed to move to Uruguay. And we were like in Google Maps, like looking around the streets and shit. And I don't know, like a lot of their statistics were good. Like I looked up their healthcare. They have a very it's kind of like a public health care, but basically like no one can be denied health care, like despite how much you make. But there is private insurance as well. I didn't totally get it. They also have had legal recreational weed since like 2013. Ooh, and fun. What else was there? Their COVID shit. Paul was like, tell me how they're doing with COVID. It was like 40 people have died in their whole country. And we were, everybody was just like, sold, sold. But honestly, it still doesn't look that great. Like, I don't know. It might be a nice place to like retire, but it said their internet isn't very good. So we wouldn't be able to do the show in fucking Uruguay. And I don't think Paul really realizes that. So
I think we can go back to Washington.
yeah.
Washington's so chill.
Washington, maybe, I don't know, maybe Oregon. But yeah, definitely up there. I miss it so much.
Scotty.
What? Is he in here?
He's just being cute. I don't know.
Oh, is he in the room with you?
Yeah, he's like just doing cute things. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna play Civ. So
cool.
Yeah, because I stole his spot, so he's gonna take my spot, I guess. It feels weird, honestly.
Being on the mic with him just chilling in there.
What? You're goddamn right. Yeah, don't take my thunder now. What? I got all thunder.
What's he trying to do?
He's trying to do what I do to him, which is talk to him while he's got a mic on, I guess.
Oh.
TJ, are you still a harm reduction riding Biden guy? Do you see TJ here?
I think he might be in the chat.
Do you see him at all?
But yeah, I think he is. So what? I mean, I know you said that you weren't really thinking about voting for Biden because of harm reduction, but how else would you describe it?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's just what I said before, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that it doesn't cross my mind that, yes, it's, and I have told Scotty this, like, oh, we've just got to get Trump out. Like, he's just so bad that Biden just looks better. You know, he just looks good. Not good, but better.
Not good.
Not good, but better. Oh, shoot. But I don't know. Part of me just wants to see the conservatives cry. But as me and Scotty were talking earlier, they're not really going to cry. What they're going to do is just they're going to be able to blame everything that's happening in the country on Democrats, which is fine.
Sure.
Part of their fault too, you know. But it's just funny because while their president is in office, they're still blaming the Democrats. I know.
Everything's like Obama's fault.
Yeah, so if a Democrat is the president, then the president is able to do all this shit, you know, and it has nothing to do with bipartisan fucking hacks. It has nothing to do with the people in the Senate. It's all the president. But, you know, if Democrats do the same thing, whatever, dude. I'm just so sick of it. This is why I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican.
I know. Like, nobody here is a fucking Democrat. Don't make us fucking stand up for Democrats. They fucking suck too. Honestly, though, Taylor, like, I know we don't talk as much as we used to since the pandemic shit, but last time you said you were kind of more leaning towards Paul's ideology and like maybe not gonna vote. And you know, I'm not gonna judge you for that or anything, but I was a little surprised that you said that because of, you know, how political you can be.
Yeah, I think I just I think for a long time I was really disheartened because it was quite obvious that Bernie was building a lot of momentum, and we all saw that.
Oh yeah, he won the first three what's it called, the state elections,
the primaries?
Yeah, the primaries. He won the first 3 ones in a row. That's never happened in history before.
Yep.
Like ever, for one person. I mean, he was obviously on a trajectory, and I just, you know, when he dropped out, I had a huge breakdown. I really did. Like, I cried for like an entire day.
I cried so hard. And I'm not even like, like I cry if, like, you know, the hormones are getting out of whack. But it's generally like just out of anger, you know. But I I couldn't even help it. I sat in the bathtub and cried because I gotta be honest. I love Bernie.
I do too.
I'm reading his book.
I
I think I'm
listened
cutting it
to it.
probably.
Yeah, you're a little choppy. I'll
Oh,
just I'll just say that I was just really disappointed because I really did feel like he kind of abandoned us a little bit. But then, I realized that, he's his own person too. He's got to take care of himself. But his whole thing was not me, us, So it really made me feel like he was going to be that leader that it brought us together and to something more progressive. And when he dropped out, I was like, I don't have any hope. Like, he was my one last little shred of hope. And my views have like completely changed since then. I mean, not like the things I stand for, but like my views about the future are completely different since that day that he dropped out. Fuck, she's dropping. God damn it. Now I know how TJ and Paul feel when Scotty drops all the time.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. This place sucks. Oh no, there she goes again.
Dude.
Ah, fuck. I'm Canadian, but my heart sank when he dropped out. I don't know. This is a total conspiracy theory on my end, but I wonder if they like fucking blackmailed Bernie or something because he fucking disappeared for a while. Like, remember he didn't show up to vote for like that really important what was it? Like an internet bill? I don't know. I know that's a conspiracy, but I don't know. Are you back yet?
Kind of, but
Okay.
I'm just kind of like waiting for it to. I think it's because Scotty's gotten on the other computer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay until he started playing Civ.
Damn.
I'm,
That's
I'm just gonna have to tell him to fuck off.
well, we've been doing it for almost an hour, so, tell him he can do it later.
You can do it later. It's all good.
It won't be
It's all
too
good.
too much longer.
Yeah, we're bringing his laptop anyway. He can play Civ. So,
Oh,
Scotty, where is he? He's not even here. Where the fuck is he?
he just like used all the bandwidth and then left.
Hold on.
All right. Somebody said they most likely threatened him. I don't know. I hope that didn't happen, but obviously I wouldn't put it past the fucking DNC to fucking blackmail. I don't know. It would have been really hard to get Bernie in office, but the way that he just dropped out like was really devastating to a lot of people. I wish he would have fought a little longer, a lot longer. Even to the convention, which just happened this past week. Like, if he could have made it till then, I don't know. I guess that would have split the people that would vote for Biden, though. So I guess that's why he did it. I'm sorry, Chelsea and Taylor. What are you sorry about? That Bernie dropped out? That's not your fault.
Tell Scotty to play a Civ game offline. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do that.
I feel like Bernie gave up way too early, and his campaign strategy was almost negligent. Is that what that says? Negligent? Yeah. Almost like he is a pressure relief valve to keep the rich and ruling class in power. Ooh, that's a fucking take. I trust Bernie more than that. But anything could be possible. Evil Morty seemed like the most egalitarian one, so
Bernie had everything lined up perfectly for him and he fumbled on the 1 yard line. I also think it has to do with incompetent staff.
oh yeah, most definitely.
I think a lot of his staff just did not really like. I think they thought this was going to be a home run, and I don't. He had a lot of young people that were involved with this campaign and that were volunteering. And I think it's fine for volunteers to be young, but your campaign staff do not need to be in their 20s. Okay? Unless
Yeah.
they are overqualified for the position. Um, because I don't think they quite understand um, how much the DNC is willing to stop him.
I I mean, the thing is Bernie's so old now. Like, this was our last chance, I feel like, for him. And I don't see anybody else who is either old enough or, has enough clout to even run in 4 years that would be anything like Bernie. Nothing close to Bernie.
Damn it.
I know. It's like every 2 seconds you're in and out. I guess. Did he switch to offline? Oh. I don't know if can you hear me? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. I guess I can read the Streamlabs that have come in since the beginning. So let's see. The first one was from Evan W68. Says, currently waiting on a typhoon to hit. Gonna get drunk and watch this awesomeness. All right. A fucking typhoon? Where the hell are you? But thanks for joining. Thanks for the donation. For real. That was awesome. Transsexual Jesus. Just want to say you guys are both super pretty, and I'd love to see more of these streams in the future. Well, I think it's going well, so I would love to have Taylor back on sometime. Speedius says TJ is already low energy in this stream. Sad. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of people that use Jesus in their screen names. Jesus Barbie says, oh geez, okay. I got timed out in your chat for saying Antifa are scum. My name was Jesus Barbie Come Candy. That's a terrible name. Why did someone kick me for opposing a terrorist group? Explain that one. I am very disturbed right now. Well, thank you for the $1. I didn't kick you, but yeah, as far as Antifa goes, like, I don't know a whole lot about what they have done. I know they've been accused of attacking people and stuff who oppose them, which I don't necessarily agree with. But as far as like the message of anti-fascism, like, I'm totally behind that. Other, like, their actions, I don't know. But with a name like Jesus Barbie Come Candy, it sounds like you're kind of a scummy person, so maybe you shouldn't be calling other people scum. Thanks for the money. So, Kid Wizard. Chelsea plus Taylor equals best crossover ever. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I really like our conversations, and we talk all the time, easily. So I don't see why we wouldn't do more of these. Marshall Manson, great stream. Take a money. Thank you. Hyun says,
I finally hear you. Jesus Christ.
oh, you couldn't
Sorry.
hear me? Oh, shit.
Yeah, you were coming like,
oh, that blows.
Oh my God. That's why I was sitting here not saying anything.
I hope that, okay. It doesn't seem like everybody else, or it seems like everybody else was hearing me. Okay. Let's see. This is a pretty good stream, not gonna lie. Thank you very much. I am glad. And then Rose Artist says, love the fact that you have a YouTube channel, just discovered it. Well, I didn't really do much on it before this year, and I'm still kind of only doing shit like once a month. But That's fine with me. I don't need a crazy active YouTube channel. My goal is at least once a month do something for fun. So
Yeah, just for fun. It's
yeah.
always fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
let's
know.
see.
It might be more active sometimes.
We can talk about some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I want to talk about some crazy shit. Chelsea?
What you want to talk about, girl?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had some crazy shit like ready to go. I was like, all right. Let's
Shit.
hear it. Oh shit, both Kirk wives. Yeah, that's the appeal of this. One is super pixelated, but I swear she's gorgeous. Yeah, okay. So they're saying I went hard on that guy, but you know, I don't really like people like calling entire groups of people something. So I don't know. Whatever.
What happened?
My mic is kind of making me sound like a robot. Really? I don't know what to do about that. Oh well.
How about the 2 storms in the Gulf? I mean,
I'm a little worried about it because I'm not from here. So like every time there's hurricanes and shit, I get nervous. But most people are telling me it's no big deal, so
the likelihood, a lot of people are trying to, you know, freak out and say that the 2 storms are gonna like join together.
yeah.
But that is not likely at all. And I mean, generally, I've seen where 2 storms come very, very close to each other, like back to back, and generally one of them fizzles out once they hit the islands. It's very unlikely that 2 storms are going to be huge and are both going to pass the islands and continue, you know, and come,
yeah.
you know, come up and hit these exact targets and shit. If anything, they're not going to hit major cities. That's most likely. You know, these storms are not out to get Houston and fucking New Orleans. That's just,
Yeah.
you know,
they don't
give
have a
shit.
motive.
Yeah. So, the likelihood that they are going to converge is, I mean, it's almost zero. That
But it
rarely
is 2020, Taylor. Shit,
2020.
shit's crazy
you know
this
what?
year.
They were talking about the murder hornets. There was a news story about it. Like maybe some people had to deal with it, but did you see any murder hornets? I didn't see any.
Okay, so I didn't hear about them even being in this area, but I was on you know, that big trail around here, and I was talking on the phone. I wasn't really paying attention. And then I see this thing by my foot, and I thought it was like 2 kind of like crunched up pine cones, but they were actually like giant wasps that were like this big. And I don't know what they were, hornets, wasps. They were definitely something because they were yellow and black with giant stingers. And I've never seen ones that big. And there was 2 of them dead, just laying on the ground.
Damn, did you give them a squish?
No, I got the fuck away from them because I'm like, what if they're just playing dead? I gotta go.
You know what I found in my garage?
What?
I have a box, right? I have a brown, plain old cardboard box. Had a plain cardboard box filled to the brim with Halloween decorations. Now, I'm going to fast forward to 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I walked into my garage and it smelled really bad. And I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta clean the garage. I've never had a garage smell bad, but so I spent the day organizing the garage. I blew it out with the leaf blower. I even took the vacuum out and I vacuumed the little bits. I sprayed some shit. I cleaned all the baseboards, cleaned the walls, and it kind of smelled all right. The very next day, it still smelled like shit. I'm like, okay, I don't really know. I guess my garage smells like shit. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So a month later, the cats are really interested in this brown cardboard box. with Halloween decorations in it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to open the box. I did so, and a rat had crawled in the box, had got stuck in the Halloween mesh and the Halloween lights, the cords,
Yeah.
and had up and fucking died in the box.
How long was that in there?
I don't know.
That's
I could see
awful.
the tail, I could see the fur, and I wasn't about to like open it up and take the fucking rat out. So I'm like, Scotty, we need a black bag. We need a black bag now. So I put the whole box with all my special order ravens and shit. I threw them all away. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care. I don't care. I still don't.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
So fucking gross, man. And there's nothing to eat. Why would you go in there? You killed yourself in my shit. So you have inconvenienced me, and now I have to get all new Halloween shit. And I love Halloween.
That's the worst part of that story is that you had to throw away all your Halloween shit.
Our favorite fucking holidays are both Halloween. Chelsea and I love Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea more so than me because of her wedding, but still, it's my favorite holiday.
It's
your
awesome.
Yeah. Why do you have to do that? Why couldn't you get in the Christmas shit?
Right. I would much rather throw away my Christmas shit.
Christmas shit is cheap. But I like to do ravens. I like to do, like I want it to look like, I don't know, like a witch's house,
Spooky
just with
forest
all these
house. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of bummed that he would do that. Suicidal rat. Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah, well, luckily we haven't had any rats in our last 2 homes as far as I know. But goddamn, the fucking tinderbox had rats.
Oh my god, you remember Salvador started it was that one spot in the wall where the rat had died. And he just would sit there and bark at it all day
and try to scratch.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god. As soon as we came in there, we saw rats.
Yep.
And we told the guy, we're like, we got fucking rats. Scotty, please do not play Civ just for a little bit, okay? Play it offline or something because it just completely shutters this. I know I'm talking about the internet. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, our tinderbox house, the one that we all lived in when we first moved down here, there was giant ass rats in that fucking kitchen. Huge. And giant ass cockroaches. And it was a nice house. And I was just blown away. I was like, is this how fucking Louisiana is?
We all the fucking guys paid so much money for that house too.
I know.
A lot.
I mean, it had to be big because there was 8 people with 10 animals.
I mean, if you divvied it up, it wasn't it wasn't too bad. But we lived in one of the
we lived in the nicest neighborhood in this area pretty much. And at least the most historically nice neighborhood.
Yeah. Gated and everything and had rats.
I've never lived in a gated community before that. That was crazy. But yeah, it's a big house.
Apartment complex.
What?
I said I lived in a gated apartment complex. I don't know if that counts.
I guess technically. Oh my gosh, have you been over to Paul's apartment complex with their fucking gate situation lately?
Yes.
Their gate has been broken for a year, and people have to the gate to get out, at least right now, is totally busted. It's someone ran into it with their car. Yeah. And the management is so bad that it's been like that for months. And it's a big ass apartment complex, so thousands of people probably live there. And you have to drive in the same exit you drive out at Paul's place. It's awful. Oh no.
I need the
That was your official welcome to the South, Chelsea. I fucking know. Rats and roaches and mosquitoes everywhere and suicidal squirrels and my house burning down.
Oh my god, dude.
That was my fucking welcome here.
I was so glad that I had moved out.
Yeah.
So fucking glad.
Yeah, Taylor and Scotty weren't there by that time, but oh my God.
We all couldn't deal with each other anymore, and because
Yeah, it
I
was
was so
bad.
new to the group, I mean, really what we should have done is we should have divvied it up a little better, but hey,
Yeah, we learned.
we learned.
Well, I
It really
think,
was hard on relationships for a while,
oh yeah.
but God, looking back, like, I think I know I could have done a lot better, but I
Oh,
mean,
we all could. We were also younger too.
yeah.
I think we've all learned a lot since then.
Yeah, I think if I had to do it now, I think I'd be okay. I'm not as neurotic, I think. Um,
Yeah, me either.
um, I think it was just because we didn't know each other that well, if I'm being honest.
I mean, you and Paul and Ashley didn't know each other like at all and were asked to just coexist. And then me and TJ kind of knew you. And then, Scotty obviously loved you, but like it was a weird situation. And we had all those animals and we were all on different schedules because you were waking up early. And then like we were used to being lazy stoners and sleeping in all day. And then, it wasn't good. We probably should have all just gotten our own apartments or something. But
Yeah.
me and TJ and Scotty had lived together, for so long that we didn't really see an issue with, living in a communal place. But we quickly realized why, like, a lot of people can't do that. So
I lived in a community kind of apartment for a while, over a year, with my boyfriend at the time and another couple, and then just a single guy, and it was okay. I was a lot younger then, though. Like,
it depends on the people too.
yeah, one of the guys was just always working, so like we never saw him.
That's
Um,
good. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Not only do we all live together, like we all worked out of the house
Yeah, like
and had
I
the
had to quit my
studio.
job. I had to quit my job with the state to move.
Right.
So I was just like, well, I'm here.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, and when I lived in that apartment with all those people, I was working 4 different jobs, so I was never there.
Right. Yeah, we
Like,
were there all the time. We all had different visions of like what life is supposed to be, what the house is supposed to be. Like, it was crazy. And like the main area, like the kitchen and living room, was right next to where the studio was, which was also awful because the walls were paper thin and you could hear everything. It wasn't
and
good.
also we couldn't be loud at all.
No.
Because that was basically like a baby room.
Yep.
It had been.
Yep.
So, let's see. Did you guys all share one bed like Charlie's Family and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? If you're talking about me, no, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. If you're talking about the house, no, we all had like separate wings of the house. It was a nice house.
Yeah.
But
I am not Canadian. I lived in Canada, but I'm not Canadian. So I had to clear that up.
Canadian.
Yeah, I think the thing is TJ and I had like the master, but it was like the worst part of the house because it was like right at the front of the house, right next to the front door and right next to the stairs. So we could hear everything upstairs.
And we could hear everything from that room. Oh,
yeah.
I heard a lot of shit.
We all heard everything from everybody.
Man, you just had to get used to it. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, that's Paul and Ashley. Oh, that's Scotty and Taylor. Oh, that's definitely Scotty. And I'm sure the same thing happened with.
No, there's only one sound that comes from your room.
Yeah. All the smacking.
Smacking. Like, Jesus, should I go in there? I'm afraid.
Yeah, you don't want to go in there.
Here, dude.
It is scary.
What's happening? And Scotty's like, it's all right. They do this all the time. And I'm like, but is she like hurt? Is he hurt? Is she hurt him? I don't know.
Yeah, I tried. Honestly, there was one time I remember it was It was back in the DP days, and it was when me and TJ were in the basement at the house in Ohio. We had the whole basement as our room, and we were, having sex, and Ben was upstairs in the living room. And as soon as we came up, he was just like making fun of me the whole time. He was just like, like, and I was mortified. But ever since then, like, I don't really care who hears.
I just one to fucking talk, dude. That piece of shit. Oh, well, whatever.
I'm sorry to bring him up, but like, that's the one time that I was heard by like somebody else, and they made me feel really shitty about it and like embarrassed about like the noises I make during sex. Like, that's
who cares,
a conscious thing that I'm choosing. And like, I don't know. He's like, I could hear everything. It's like, this is my house. Fuck off.
Yeah, why the fuck are you here?
He was sleeping on our couch.
No one wants you here. Get the fuck out, you drunk asshole.
Yeah, so.
And then you run into each other in the hallway like nothing happened. No, sometimes sometimes it was like a call out. Like the one time I heard Ashley and Paul, I called that shit out immediately because it was hilarious.
Well, TJ and I were directly underneath Paul and Ashley. So we heard everything from the fucking bed creaking, like, to everything. So, honestly, you didn't really hear you and Scotty unless you were in the kitchen, because you guys were, like, right above the kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That shit happened.
Hey, that shit happens. It's got to happen a lot.
Yeah. No, I thought it was pretty interesting. Was it on the last Flash ride? Scotty told a story about how you guys were fucking to Bernie's DNC speech.
Yeah. It was amazing. Okay, let me tell you, I love Bernie, and I want to be with Bernie in every situation. Okay, and for that, it was like he was in the room with me, and
that was a good thing.
Yeah, for me it was. I'm like, this is my hero, and he gets to be with me in the best moments of my life,
Sure.
So that's cool. My brother's girlfriend makes terrible anime girl noises, and they're in the room next to mine.
Yeah, that would bother me.
That's not real. I mean, come on.
Oh, you mean she's faking those sounds?
I mean, if it's like anime girl noises.
Yeah, I can't even stand hearing those fucking noises. I have to mute all of that anime girl
Bernie
shit.
Is hot.
I don't think Bernie's hot, but he's like a granddad to me. So like, I don't think I could do it when he's on the TV.
But who would you fuck though, Bernie or Biden? Really?
Oh, obviously Bernie.
It's Bernie all the way.
Duh.
Now I will say Biden is a little bit more attractive, and but more so in the Obama days.
Like Biden, before dementia hit so hard.
He's gotten real old in the past couple years. But Obama era Biden was kind of hot. Like, kind of,
Obama was hotter than him, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I never had a thing for Obama, but like, I thought he was a pretty attractive dude. Young Bernie is really hot with those curls. I love his hair. Listen to us gushing over fucking Bernie.
Oh, Bernie.
Jane's a lucky lady. I'll just say that.
Because he would love you in all the right ways, so he would be so tender.
He's got such a big heart. Like, yeah, I would definitely choose Bernie over like any old guy.
Any old guy. Any.
Yeah.
Young Bernie was actually pretty good looking. Not actually pretty good looking. Like, he was hot.
With those glasses and shit, and fucking fighting for the rights of like people that aren't.
That's when he was most sexiest.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he's getting arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I have this Bernie t-shirt. I think you've seen it, but it's like a collage of Bernie images, and it just says like Bernie, and it's got his arrest picture as a part of it, and then just like different pictures of him throughout the years and stuff. The least hot Bernie is definitely like Mayor Bernie, especially in those videos he did. That's the least hot Bernie to me.
Where they always like take him out of context and he's like, "You're a stupid kid." But if
Yeah.
you listen to the whole thing, it's like, "You're a stupid kid if you think drugs are cool," or something like that. But they always just clip it like, "Kid, you're retarded." Yeah, I don't think Bill Clinton is hot at all.
The world
Hillary is
burn.
not
Who
hot.
would you do? Bill Clinton or George Bush? George Bush all the way. 100%. That's easy.
George Bush is less creepy. Bill Clinton is fucking creepy.
Yeah, he's always been creepy.
Like even if you didn't know about all the Epstein shit, if you didn't know about the Lewinsky shit, like he's fucking creepy. Like besides his leader abilities, I'm just talking about like on a human level. Like I would stay far the fuck away from somebody that talked like fucking Bill Clinton.
Simps for Bernie. Yeah, duh. Have you heard that song Bernie did? No.
He did a song.
Go find the song, Chelsea.
Uh
Oh, you can't do it. It's okay.
No, it's okay.
Let's see. JFK was pretty good looking. I disagree.
Let's see.
George Bush would wear a cowboy hat during sex. Jesus Christ.
I do not see any songs by Bernie Sanders. There's a bunch of songs about him.
Maybe it's like where one of his videos was turned into a song or something. I don't know. Y'all seem like the John Kerry type of gals. Ugh,
John Kerry.
gross.
Ugh. All I can think about with him is his hair. He's
Who's
got
your-
terrible hair.
Okay, so who's the hottest president to you? Like who was the most attractive in Chelsea's eyes?
Let's see. Just based off like looks.
Yeah.
I'm looking him up. Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not our current one. I mean, honestly, Obama looks the youngest. Even he wasn't younger than Kennedy, but he looks a lot younger.
Yeah, he was pretty good looking. JFK's got like weird, like sad pound puppy eyes. You know what I'm talking about?
I also do not like his voice at all.
He sounds like a little bitch.
I don't know. It's not really fair because a lot of these guys are like super fucking old and I'm really not into old dudes. You know, when I'm old I will be, but not now. Yeah, I guess I gotta say Obama. Like everyone else is fucking gray haired and or has like crazy ass haircuts from like the 1800s. So
I'm going with FDR.
really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with FDR.
You know what? I kind of see like a little bit of Scotty in that.
Maybe I got a type. I don't know.
Like long face kind of.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah,
like
cheekbones, like yeah, it's a distinguished look for sure.
Right. Also just like never been with a guy in a wheelchair, so that sticks out to me.
Do you think his dick worked?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. I mean, if it still works, sure, why not?
You don't need a dick besides. I mean, who cares, you know?
I mean, I would like a dick.
he's got look,
he's got other stuff.
Has got an arsenal of weapons at his disposal. Okay.
I'm sure.
Parts of the wheelchair could possibly be utilized, you know?
Yeah.
That's a thought.
You know, whole new possibilities opening up for us here.
Yeah. Tulsi. Tulsi has, and I don't want to be mean, but like Tulsi's got way too many acne scars for her to be hot. Like as soon as you see her in the daylight, it's like she needs to get it fixed. Really.
How do you fix that?
You can go and get like chemical peels and stuff, but like I mean I have scars myself, but like it's just all over to where it just detracts from
I've never even noticed that. I'm looking it up now. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about. She's got like the like wavy kind of skin because of
Yeah,
it.
it's a little too wavy for me.
You know, I never even noticed. But
Really?
I'm not really like simping for her and like looking at her pictures all the time and shit. Not saying that you are. But
No.
yeah,
I
I don't know.
I saw Shoe on Head like posting pictures of her, so
Mm.
I was going to take a feel and see if I'm interested, and no, it's not. I don't know.
She is pretty attractive for a politician.
For a
I'll
politician,
say that much. Yeah. She is one of the prettiest politicians that we have right now.
AOC is smoking hot.
I love
Like
AOC.
I love her so much, and every time she talks, it just brightens my whole moment right there.
Yeah, I don't really understand why she gets so much hate, honestly.
I don't know. She's really smart and she's
She's
really
young.
talented. She's
Yeah.
young. She was really determined, to get where she is, and I like that. She has a lot of courage.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
being
she doesn't
a
take
young
shit from anybody. I fucking love that about her. She's like she's a little bit older than me and she's done so much more with her life.
Taylor wants her. I mean,
Why not? Everybody calls her Bayoc, like everybody wants her.
AOC. Oh my goodness. Especially that little video that the Republicans were pissed at of her dancing. I'm like, this is amazing. First of
Yeah.
all, thank you. I wanted this. I needed this. Okay, because this is so cute.
No, she's
She's
awesome.
adorable
I
because men are
also
afraid of brilliant women.
oh, you know, that's kind of true. Honestly, I've noticed that as well. I think that's why there's no girls allowed on DFF. I'm half joking there.
Men are afraid of brilliant women.
Yeah.
Oh man. People take AOC out of context all the time.
That's
I
the
mean,
game
yeah.
though. They do that to everybody. They did that to me with my like one news story that I had about the pledge. Like after I saw that interview, I'm like, why they cut like the worst things? Like they made me look like a total idiot in that interview. But that's what they do.
Even Ben Wap Shapiro thirsts for AOC. God, dude, Ben wants AOC so bad. I'm telling you, he's really got the hots for her. He will not stop talking about her.
I think a lot of them do, honestly. Like even like what was that guy that called her a bitch? Like they all are fucking intimidated by her.
She's dating a neckbeard. Is she? I don't.
Kind of.
I hate how they try and make AOC look crazy by taking the most unflattering snapshots of her. Yeah, they say she looks like a horse and shit, and it's like I know that y'all think we're stupid, but if you really want me to believe that you think this woman is hideously ugly, meanwhile your wife sitting next to you, I mean, come on, like
I know. It's always like that.
Chelsea versus Anna Kasparian.
Ugh.
Yeah, I actually, it's funny because I just watched that video today.
What? Really?
Of you, yeah, yeah, and it because God, what was it? There's this thing about the Republicans getting mad because under God was like taken out of some people at the convention of them taking out under God. So I was looking up because somebody said that no one has ever gotten in trouble for not standing for the pledge or not saying the pledge. And so I was going to respond with your story, but then I just didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I do that probably like 99% of the time. Like I start writing something and I get halfway through and I'm like, there's no point.
Right, because you know it's just going to lead to some other bullshit reply that they're not even going to listen to what you fucking said.
More importantly, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't care at all.
No. Yeah, a lot of people got in trouble for that, and as far as I'm aware, they never actually changed the handbook. But I don't think they're enforcing the standing anymore.
But what about what Anna Kasparian kind of said about you? I don't know. I haven't
She
heard you
said
respond to it.
that I was just trying to get like 15 minutes of fame or something.
She also said, "How would you feel about like I'm supposing she uses money, right?"
Oh God, I forgot. That's such a stupid line. I totally
I
forgot about
know. What
that.
am I supposed to do? Like I have to use money.
Not only that, but like I use a credit card for most shit because you get money back from that. So who the fuck uses cash? Um, yeah, I felt like that was a really weak argument from her, and I was really disappointed because back then I actually like watched the Young Turks, and like I thought she would kind of be on my side because she's usually such a progressive woman, and I don't know. As a young girl looking at like a 20-year-old girl who was as successful as she was and progressive and watching her and stuff, like her attacking, I mean, I didn't feel that attacked, but her like going after me in such a way felt really catty and weird.
It
Like
was weird.
it's like what is her beef with me? Like there was another girl at the time who got like way more attention than my story did. Jessica Newquist, I think was her name. It was for she was trying to get 10 commandments taken out of her high school.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
we had a very similar thing happen around the same time, where uh, the one of our rival high schools um, got like their FCA, their Fellowship of Christian Athletes, put up a prayer box in the school with a cross on it. Um, so we had a group of Muslims that decided to do the same thing, which like they don't even use those, I don't
yeah.
think, but they did it anyway. And so parents were freaking out and were saying that like Sharia law is coming to the United States. So they had to
Okay.
take down the prayer boxes because the ACLU got involved and shit. Because obviously the Muslims were doing it to make a point.
Yeah.
So I think we also had a group of atheists that made a box. So of course the
The
Christians got
atheist
all
prayer
the
box.
yeah, like it was like an atheist like good wishes, best wishes box or something. But yeah,
Interesting.
so they had to take all those down, and they also weren't allowed to do like the FCA shit like during the
Really?
school day, and they had to do it. Well, they were allowed to do it, but just not during the school day because like even at the school I went to, they were allowed to do these prayers and shit like at lunch, you know,
Yeah.
and just kind of make a huge scene about it. And if you didn't do it, then it was quite obvious,
Right.
that
So they like tried to lead prayers at lunch.
oh, they led prayers like all the time.
Oh God.
When
Yeah.
when we would go to like what are those things called? Pep rallies,
Yeah.
you know, always leading and they would never make it an option like, oh, we're gonna have like silent time or whatever. I don't know what they do. But it was just like we will all bow our heads. But I went
Yeah.
to a redneck school, so
I will say that it wasn't like a school wide thing that happened to me in high school anyway, but I was in marching band, I was in color guard all through high school. And uh, they always had, oh shit, sorry. They always had prayers before every fucking football game, like as a band.
yeah.
It was like 400 kids in that band. And we just had to sit there and like
Us
hold
too.
hands with everybody around us and just like listen to this bullshit. We're a fucking public school and they're like, you know, rebel band for faith and family and freedom or
Oh, we
some
didn't do that shit.
shit. And then they had like a prayer and it was just and it was even painted on the walls. It said like faith, family, freedom or some shit like
Oh no, my school wasn't that goddamn bad.
it was only in band. Like the rest of my school wasn't like that.
We did the prayers and stuff, which made me deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you were in a color guard,
Mhm.
and I was in the front ensemble, which is for those who weren't in band, is percussion.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Because
like
you
drum.
can't march with like
No, we marched during like parades with cymbals. Like we would use cymbals,
okay.
and during the games,
Mhm.
I didn't get to like my instrument was a marimba. I also
Right.
played keyboard because I was a piano player. That's how I got into band. Is they had the show that they were doing, and they needed a keyboard player. And I had always wanted to be in band because all my friends were in band, but I could never do it because I was always taking piano classes. And so I, got my friend basically to convince the band director to let me in. I was like, 'cause I want to fucking be in the band. All my friends are in band, and band is so cool. And, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I really liked being in marching band, honestly, especially I don't know.
our color guard was full of bitches, though.
Oh, every color guard is.
Oh my God, dude. They were all,
They're
and then
so
also
clicky.
catty. They were also catty towards each other.
Yeah, the worst fucking like not fights. I didn't get in fights in high school, but you know, just like arguments or just like, grudges were with girls in fucking color guard. I remember there was this one girl and she was like a senior and I was a freshman and that was always a problem and she got pissed because I got a solo and it was her last show ever. And usually the seniors get dibs on solos and I was a freshman and I got a fucking solo. And she was so angry because she didn't get a solo. And ever since then, like every little thing I did, she would just like call out and try to make fun of me. Like we wore the same outfit pretty much one day. We wore black jeans, some kind of white graphic tee, and like black high heels to school. And she was so pissed. I know, why the fuck was I wearing heels to school? But she was so pissed at me for like 3 weeks that everything I said. Huh?
You didn't have to wear uniforms?
No.
Oh, I didn't have to think about what I wore, to be honest with you.
Oh.
I was on my uniform, so.
Yeah, I was like a little emo punk kid.
I was in middle school, but it's kind of hard to do that when you have to wear khakis.
Yeah, I can see that.
So.
No, the only school I ever went to that had uniforms was a private school in like when I was really early on.
Oh, okay. I mean, it wasn't like a super strict. Like you could choose between blue pants
and khakis. That's awful.
Or blue shorts. Khaki shorts. Or
in high school?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, unless you had a dress down day, which was like picture day. That's it.
Wow.
So,
yeah, we could wear jeans and hoodies and whatever.
Somebody said I liked having a uniform in middle school, never had to worry about what to wear. To be honest, part of me really liked that. But also part of me was like, this feels like I belong to a cult and not a school.
Yeah.
Why do I have to wear the same thing? I don't want to. I want to wear a t-shirt.
What would happen if you didn't wear it?
You're not allowed to go into school.
You would just get sent home.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't imagine somebody showing up without a uniform. I don't know what they do. Like you had to have your shirt tucked in too. So
ugh.
High school girl grudges were never not pathetic.
That's the thing. Like I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it from one side, but I always felt like they kind of followed me around and I never like tried to start that shit. But there were so many girls in high school that just like hated me for stupid ass shit like, your voice is annoying, I hate you. And then it was like a grudge for like all of high school. It's
yes,
like, what?
I know, it really is that serious.
Yeah. Or like, you flirted with a boy that I liked that you didn't even know I liked. It's just like, I hate you forever. And it's like, I don't know. It's stupid.
I gotta be honest. My friend group in high school was pretty chill and we all just traded boyfriends. So,
Yeah. That's kind of how it was in the lesbian group. In my school.
Yeah, no one really. I mean, sometimes it would be like you wouldn't have been over that guy and you hadn't moved on to the next one, and then my friend, would get with my last one. I'm like, oh my God,
yeah,
Jesus Christ, like
No, you weren't supposed to do that in my friend groups. But I don't know. There was something with the girl. Probably because it was so limited. Like all the bi and lesbian girls in all of northern Kentucky, like knew each other and had fucked each other.
Surprise! It was kind of like that at our school too.
Yeah.
Like even all the way, like complete cities over, like 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and all these bitches have fucked each other. I'm like, how?
It's
Are y'all
because
meeting?
there's like a
Are there
smaller
meetings I
pool.
should know about? Where are we meeting up? I want to know. No one tells me. I'm not part of the group. Like,
luckily there was a high concentration at my school. But there was definitely a couple from other schools like, oh yeah, that's Becky from Ryle, and you know, Courtney and Sasha both got with her, and now she's with Cheyenne, and you know. Kids call that recycling. We called it sloppy seconds.
Yeah, that's what we called it. Sloppy seconds. Yeah, I actually had a very similar experience with band where somebody didn't get something that they thought they should get, and because I was new and because I was probably more qualified, which I know I was, it was basically the same thing where this person felt like they were supposed to play the xylophone, okay?
Right.
Which is reserved for at least second year band members, okay? Because it's a very loud instrument. You know this. It's like if you mess up,
everyone's gonna know.
Everyone's gonna know. It's one of the most important parts, and if not, I would say at least in this the show that we did, I was very xylophone heavy, and I came in and I had never even played a xylophone, and I got the part.
That's awesome.
But actually, the guy ended up being my friend. Like he was pissed at me for a year and a half, and then he just stopped being stupid. So,
what are you doing?
Why are you here?
What are you doing?
Go away.
This is girls only.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody want to see your crusty ass right now. I'm just kidding.
Did you hear that? Yeah, he was laughing at you.
I'm just kidding. You guys see the Batman trailer? I've seen you say that so many times.
I don't know what everybody's talking about. Someone else asked me this today. I don't know what it is.
I'll watch it or something. I don't know. I'm not like big into Batman, okay? Yeah, chill.
I don't know. I'll probably enjoy it. I didn't watch the last Batman movie, so.
The only Batman movie I like is The Dark Knight, and it has nothing to do with Batman. In fact, I almost fall asleep when Batman is on screen.
Batman, I hate to say it, but I hate that Batman. I hate his voice. He's just like, I'm Batman. It's just like, I hate you so much.
Batman. I'm going to save the day. You know?
Yeah. I also feel like his lips are pursed very oddly the entire time. And it's like the only part of his face you can see, so it's really noticeable.
I don't know, I can't do it.
Just like, almost Trumpian.
I got it. He was like the...
Yeah, it's a little Trump, but like his lips aren't as big as Trump's, so.
They were really little.
I know,
like
they're
little butterflies. It was like a little butterfly opening up. I think they're asking TJ and Paul about Batman. What? Why? Why would they think that?
Is Paul here?
Is Paul here too? I hate Batman too. Well, that's great.
I mean, look, I don't fucking hate Batman, but like, I'm not all hyped about it. I like the Joker. I'm really glad that he finally got his own movie because that was amazing.
Batman sucks, but he has the best villains. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Fine with that.
He does have really good villains.
You know, it's funny because I don't like Batman, but I liked playing the video games, the Batman video games. Like I played Arkham Asylum, and there was another one that I played with my cousin, but I played Arkham Asylum mostly. But I played one with him. I can't recall the name of. That was really fun. So Robert Pattinson has a weird haircut. for Batman / Bruce Wayne. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's why everybody's freaking out about it because it's Robert Pattinson.
I love him.
You know, he was amazing in The Lighthouse. Holy shit. Have
Yeah,
you seen it yet?
he was really excellent.
Have
Yeah,
you?
I've seen it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot better than I thought I would, but I didn't love it.
Yeah,
But I liked him. I liked everything with him, but it's a little slow for me.
it is. I honestly felt like I needed to rewatch it because
Yeah, me too.
I'm confused, but I enjoyed it. um,
Batman trailer is a new game, bruh. Oh, a new Batman game was announced. Oh, I thought you were talking about the new Batman movie. That's what everybody else was talking about.
yeah.
I didn't know there was a. I haven't been on the internet much today.
Honestly, I don't pay attention to the news anymore because I was just having too many fucking panic attacks about it. So,
I'll tell you what I did today. I looked up bee houses and how to raise mason bees. That's what I did. That was my internet experience. And I also looked up some books
cool.
and I got on Instagram for a half a second and Twitter to do the stream, like to post it or whatever. But
Yeah, that's about it.
I browsed Etsy while I was on the toilet for half a second.
Was there anything cool on Etsy?
I'm looking for unique wall art and just to see if like I can find anything that I think is really cool. And kind of my inspiration is that photo that we had at Bo Shin. I have it now, and it's like the little devil like dancing. It's the French one without.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
I want something
Says
like
like Diablo or something on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my most it's my most favorite art in this house besides the Nietzsche like the art that Galen gave me and Scotty. I think was it just for me or was it? I think it was for
I
both
don't
of us.
know. I like the cat thing that you have in your living room.
Which one?
The black
cat?
with the cat in the window.
The pyrography that we got from Jackson Square. Yeah, there's like a singer that I thought was really cool because I love to sing and she's got tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the cat, it's funny because Scotty had picked it out before we got Manson, but he had told me, he was like, I love black cats. I think black cats are the coolest. And then we ended up getting a black cat.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got that art before we got him. So wall art is hard to ship.
Okay.
It's not that hard to ship,
flat
though.
usually, so it shouldn't be too hard.
This Kirk's Honey Farm, buzz off, biatch.
There you go. Put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Mason bees are not. They don't do that. Like they're not.
What
like
do they do?
They're pollinators. They're solitary bees. But basically, what I was learning about is that because I got this bee house, and I thought I was gonna get to put it up today and get to see it, out in the garden. But I realized after researching it that I'm gonna have to wait till spring because what mason bees do is they all like meet up or whatever in March and sometimes February. Sometimes in the warmer climates like here, they might come out. And you have to plant a bunch of flowers, varying types, 300 feet away from the hive that you have. And they like collect the pollen and stuff, and they do their little cross pollination, and then they lay their eggs in these tubes, and then they cover the tubes with dirt, and then by the end of the active season, which is 8 weeks, then you take the house and you go and put it in your garage or wherever, and then you let the eggs kind of just like do their thing in there, and then you have to get them cold so they can go dormant, because basically in the summer the eggs hatch and the adult bees come out, but they're not ready to leave yet because they're supposed to lie dormant through winter, and then they emerge in the spring and they're old enough to go and do the thing again.
Cool.
So, but you don't get any honey. So
yeah, that's a little lame.
Yeah, but actually they're supposed to be better pollinators than honeybees are.
Huh.
So, I don't know. I'm just
And
gonna try the damn thing. I'm just gonna
yeah,
do it.
why not?
But I'm kind of sad I can't put it out, and it's like I have to wait months. Like, can't y'all just do it?
Yeah, just get
No,
in there.
get in there. It'll be fine. I'll help you. Like, just sit in there. I'll see you. Put your little dirt covering. I'll supply the dirt. They need mud is what they need. They have to have mud, so you're supposed to put out like a thing of mud for them, which
Well, this is a perfect place for them then. There's a shit ton of mud.
I have a couple butterfly cages.
I really am afraid of bees, so I don't think I would willingly bring bees into my garage.
Taylor strikes me as the kind of woman who doesn't run and scream when she sees a bee or a wasp. It kind of depends. I mean, like just seeing bees, like bees don't want to hurt you. Wasps, uh, uh, on the other hand, um, they don't really care. So I'm a
Yeah.
little afraid of wasps.
Wasps fucking hurt.
Scream unless they're coming at me, then I do scream.
Yeah, it depends. Like if it's just there,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run and scream. I might be like, all right, wasp, don't get near me. And then if it gets near me, I'm gonna go away. That's about it.
Me and Scotty had I insisted on keeping these lanterns outside of our house when we lived in that little
Oh
tiny
my gosh, I remember this.
townhouse.
Yeah.
And Scotty had told me, he was like, there's some wasps in there. Like they have a nest. I'm like, it's fine. They're outside. I want them to have their little home. I love all animals. Okay.
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
do.
but it became a problem, like a real problem, because they were getting pissed every time we walked by because they were like, there was like a lot of them. Okay. It was getting to the point where it was like, wow.
They were big lanterns, weren't they?
One of them was really big.
Yeah.
The other one was a little bit more small, and it's funny because the small one was the one they were in, and so I'm like, how many wasps can fit in here?
A lot.
And it came to a point where one day Scotty and I came out, and I like opened it, and it was no exaggeration, like 30 wasps come. We're like, no.
Okay, yeah, I'd fucking run and scream from that.
Oh my god, it was more than running and screaming. Like I was almost puking from fear, like crying. I'm like, oh no, oh my god, this is the birds, man, but it's the wasp. Shit.
Dude, another thing about that fucking tinderbox house.
No, I did not go to no private school, Viviana.
Shit. Now I'm getting lost. Okay.
I'm sorry, go.
No, it's okay. The tinderbox house. Another fucking terrible thing about that. There was a fireplace in my room, and there was wasps in there. And we had that mosquito net over our bed, and we woke up one day and there was like 7 in the netting.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You guys, like your room was a wasp nest.
Yeah, and there was times where I like would wake up and like step on like the shirt I had laid down or something the night before on the side, and fucking step right on a wasp. Like it was under my shirt, and first thing out of bed, wasp to the bottom of my foot. I was like, dude, we got to do something about these fucking wasps. And then
Someone want a link to Streamlabs.
Oh, it's in the description.
It's in the description.
Yeah, right
What's
there.
your favorite soup? Italian wedding soup.
Oh, interesting.
In the can.
I've really been digging lentil soup lately, but I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite.
No, continue with your story though.
So yeah, they I'm starting to get tongue-tied, but anyway, we told the landlord, and then they had their little hokey exterminator guy who was like their handyman. He was supposed to do everything, but he wasn't a real exterminator, is my point. And he went in our fireplace and like lit one log on fire, and he was like, that'll smoke them out.
Pop it?
No, that was after I stepped on the one and it stung the bottom of my foot. And then like a week later was when we woke up and there was like 7 fucking wasps in our net over our bed. And we had to like crawl out like so carefully because we thought they were going to come down and sting us. and we like took a broom and like pulled it down, and then Steve came over and like they had to bug bomb our room to kill them all, and the fireplace too. A fucking log did not do shit.
I think I remember most of this. For me, it was like not my problem.
Yeah.
Like not like in a mean way, but it was like it wasn't something I was actively dealing with. I felt bad,
Yeah,
but
no.
like I wasn't aware of the comings and I do remember I think the bug bomb. But it was more just like hearing it from you and being like, "Oh shit, that sucks." Like, I'm sorry, but you know.
Yeah.
For me,
No, we all had our own crazy lives at that point.
yeah, we had a rat go into our room and terrorize us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so you had rats in your room,
yeah,
and we had wasps.
What did Paul and Ashley have? Did they have shit?
I don't think so. I think they lucked out.
No, this is bullshit. I had rats in my room. You're like waking up with wasps like assaulting you.
Yeah. Oh
fuck
my
is post rock?
gosh.
Yeah, I saw somebody comment like, "What's your? Do you guys listen to post rock?" And I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard of that in my life, and I love music. I love all music. I've never heard of post rock.
Check out lo-fi post rock.
Okay. Lo-fi post rock. What is this? Some Zoomer shit?
I'm sure it is.
Man.
Oh,
look, you know what? I totally get the other generations now. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
You guys.
It's pretty obvious as soon as you're like over 21.
Yeah. Then you're like, oh shit, man.
You feel old too.
Yeah, I still feel pretty young. Like there's some moments where, cause like we'll have people, you know, like maybe the garbage disposal guy who came and asked me where my mom was.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm the mom. Like, can you please just fix my garbage disposal? Why are you focused on me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm covered in tattoos. I'm not. He literally said, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were 12. I'm like,
what fucking 12-year-old is?
What 12-year-old looks like me? Okay?
None.
There isn't one.
What an asshole.
I know. I'm like, you just want to be a dick. Okay.
Yeah, that's just a dick thing to say. I mean, maybe you could say like 18, but fucking 12.
Yeah, I'm not 12.
Yeah,
okay.
That's an asshole remark.
12. Suck my dick. Okay. Please.
Yeah, TJ had somebody come over. I think it was like junk remover people or something. And I answered the door and they were like, hey, is your dad here?
Oh no.
I was like,
that's not the first time. That is not the first time that somebody has called TJ your dad.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
Taylor, you could pass off as early 20s. I'm turning 26 this year, so I'm not like
kind of is early. I mean, not early.
I'm right in the middle.
Mid. Yeah, you're mid.
Oh my god, I'm middle aged in the 20s.
Yeah. Well, I'm 27, so
you're past your prime.
What does that make me? Oh, I think everybody's past their prime after like 25, probably.
Did I come back to music discussion? I mean, maybe in the chat. Taylor looks like she's in hernia 20s. What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
I think that's a typo.
I consider those comments as compliments. You know, it was really weird for me because when I was 12, I was always getting like, oh, I think you're like, you know, people would think I was way older. But now that I actually am older, I'm like, yeah, like when well, it was because I have siblings, you know this. I have siblings that are much younger than me. So I would usually be holding one of them, and so people would think I was like a teen mom or something.
Yeah.
Because we'd go into a restaurant and I'd have a 2-year-old, like I'd be holding a 2-year-old's hand and, you know, a baby in the other arm. But that's just because I was, you know, I've always been somebody that loves little kids. I think they're great. They're innocent and they can be, you know, shitheads sometimes, but I love like their curiosity with the world. And I also just love their free spirits. You know, they really are. They just want to do what they want to do. And I wish I could do that. I envy them, you know?
It sucks that as you get older, like that gets taken away more.
You know what? I've talked to Scotty about this, but I kids' imagination is it's not only vast and beautiful, but it's another thing that I think adults just kind of a lot of them just forget. And it's like, for example, right? I'll try to play I'll try to play with the doll house or whatever with the kids or cars or what have you. When I was a kid, and I know it was like this for you too, you could just come up with these like stories in your head, like these like just tons of different interactions with all these different characters that you've come up with, and what they were doing and what their
And it
lives
was
were
so
like.
natural.
Yeah, it was so natural.
Yeah.
I cannot do it as an adult, not even a little bit.
I can
It's like
see
when I
that.
do it, it's fake, you know?
Right. I don't really try to do that, but I feel like I would also have a hard time coming up with shit.
It
So
makes me sad,
that is sad.
you know?
That was fun, but honestly, I was always playing with myself because that sounded wrong. But you
No,
know what
no,
I
me
mean,
too.
by
It is
myself.
fake. Mhm.
Because I'm
We
an
both
yeah, because I'm an only child. So I remember coming up with all kinds of stories where, I was a dog or, something
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Oh, dude, I wanted to be a horse so
Oh,
bad.
yeah. I would run around like my front yard, like, yeah,
Yeah.
like giddy up.
Grass and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Getting
I tried it, I'm
chiggers.
like, "This is gross."
Yeah. I would not do that now.
Uh,
Um,
RIP childhood imagination.
I know.
I've tried so hard. Like, I'll sit there with the little dolls, and I'm just like, "Come on, like, just do it." Like, you did it when
And
you
you
were a
guys have
shithead
those
fucking kid.
really cute little animal dolls too. I actually really love those.
Oh, yeah, I love the calico critters,
Yeah,
man. They're
that's what
all
they're called. They're so cute.
they're ador Look, here's the thing, I can set up the whole house perfectly, and I enjoy doing it,
Yeah,
but that's where I'm like, "Alright, I'm done playing with you. Like,
right.
you do it now." It's like, "No, stay and play." "No." Um,
I
I
don't
can't.
right, I don't have the imagination.
Like, I try, like, I'm like, "The mom cleans dishes. That's what she's doing," you know?
Dude, we got one thumbs down.
Why?
who's
Whatever.
who's the one person?
Oh my god, Taylor, you a horse girl? Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think we both are, really. I mean, I
I'm
think
all about horses.
you are probably more so than me because you have more access to
Yeah.
like a farm and stuff, but I
I lived on a
used
farm
yeah,
my whole life.
I used to compete and ride horses, but I had to like rent a horse, to do so. So it's a lot more restrictive when you have to like pay for it. Um,
The mom cleans dishes, LMAO. Well, that's what she's doing, dude. I don't know. That's what the mom does.
yeah, that's what we gotta do.
The dad
Um,
mops the floor, I don't fucking know. Anyway, continue.
I was thinking about kind of wrapping it up
Sure.
soon. I'm gonna read these last couple
And
Streamlabs.
then some super chats or Streamlabs or whatever.
Yeah, one day we'll get super chats. Okay. MDX Fiend said, "Hey Chelsea, thanks for liking those pics of my puppy on Instagram."
Aww.
No problem. That's like what I do all day long. Viviana said, "Great stream tonight. I wish Bernie could have ran as an independent, and I think that it's not too late." It's so weird how this is laid out. Like instead of like putting dashes in a word, it says like, "I wish Bernie could HA," and then VE is on the bottom line. So that's why
Oh,
I'm having a hard time reading it. Um, and I think that it's not too late for Bernie to run again in 2024. I really don't see that happening.
not going to do it.
I
He
mean,
will not do
he's
it.
ran twice already, and they totally undermined him
Bernie
both
has someone lined
times.
up. I assure you, he has someone lined up.
I hope so.
I
But
I
if
mean,
Biden wins and fucking Kamala, like it's going to be almost impossible to get a different set of people on a Democratic ticket. in a
I
20.
never say never.
It's totally
Chelsea.
possible. I mean, there are Republicans. I know. There are Republicans running against fucking Trump right now, but they ain't got no chance.
I think if we get enough progressives in there, and I think if Bernie is doing what I think he's doing, which is setting up somebody for success for their eventual run, and I think it will happen in 2024 because one,
right.
I think Biden is going to die.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but then we have Kamala as president, so I kind of don't want him to die also.
He's going to do whatever they want him to do anyway. He's a puppet.
She seems like mad crazy to me.
Oh, yeah, she's fucking insane.
So, AOC 2024. I think she's going to be old enough, and I think that is the inevitable choice for Bernie to the candidate to pass the torch to.
I agree, but I don't know if she would have a chance in 2024. It depends on where the state of the world.
I wouldn't underestimate her because I think she has a way, with these speeches, like she can just grab a room and just hold the entire attention. And I think if we get as many progressives as I think we're going to get in these different seats, then I think we stand a chance.
Well, I hope you're fucking right.
Mostly.
Yeah.
So, because I don't know how we can stand like 2 terms of a Biden or a Kamala fucking presidency, even if if they get it
right.
Can AOC 2028.
Oh, they're saying she won't be old enough.
Yeah, I didn't think she'd be old enough. Because she's like 27.
She's
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? I think she's like 29. I think she's a little bit older than me.
Okay.
No, I totally believe in her future. I just don't know if 2024 is like, okay, now you're ready to run for president.
Well, if she's not old enough, then like, fuck it, whatever. So 2028.
I don't know. I've heard conflicting things because some people say like she'll have just turned 25 or 35. Sorry.
Okay, that's the rules.
Right. Yeah, it's like right on the cusp, so everybody has like their own opinion about it. But
please get a young president, please.
Dude, think about if AOC was the first woman president, how fucking sick that would be.
She's hot.
Yeah.
She's young.
She's powerful.
She's progressive.
She would be all about the people.
Oh my god, she really would. But then she turned into a cunt.
Maybe.
She would. Bad with power, dude. Why can't we have Trudeau? Like, dude, wow. Oh my god, talk about a politician that's sexy.
Yeah.
So fucking fun, dude. I don't even care if he did blackface.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, he says.
Stupid.
All right, let's see. Ben Shapiro loves P word. Okay. They said that was the best thing I've ever seen, by the way.
It was so great.
He's like, you need to see a doctor. I'm like, you need to go see your wife, bro. Like,
whoa.
You have children. What do you mean you've never seen a wet pussy? That's concerning. I don't
doubt that at all.
I don't either, but I feel bad for his wife. I don't know what Chelsea's streaming goals are, but you two doing this regularly would be awesome. This is the All Girls DFF. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not making any like commitments or whatever right now. But I'm having a good time talking to Taylor. So it really just feels like we're just having a conversation and then like there's some people here listening. So it's pretty easy. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I think this is the last one. Let me refresh real quick, make sure. Yep. Okay. South Lane says, have you guys heard the new Deftones single? It's pretty good.
Nope. I love the Deftones.
Yeah, I do too. I've been listening to them a little bit more lately than I usually do, so I'm surprised I didn't know. But yeah, I guess we'll go check that out and probably peace out, huh?
Yeah.
All right. It was a good time. Fuck
It was
yeah.
good. It was fun. We didn't talk
Thanks.
about what we wanted to talk about.
I
But
know. That's all
fun.
good. It happens. This is usually more the type of stream I do. I just like sit here and blabber about whatever. But I had a really good time. Yeah, let's do it again.
Do you get a wop from riding horses?
No, I don't. But
No, but it kind of hurts.
yeah, it does kind
You
of
got your
hurt.
pubic bone there, and so when they're at a trot, it kind of hits it. So then you kind of got like a.
Do you ever do
but-
posting though?
Huh?
Do you ever post to prevent that?
It depends on which horse, but yeah, I try to, but then I still end up doing it. I don't know. It just always hits.
I was competing in English style, so I was just used to posting, and it really saves your pussy. So, yeah.
All right, bye guys.
All right, have a good night. Yes, end it. All right, sweet.
Okay.